So, hello students, welcome back to the chapter light. Akansha, are you ready?
Yes, sir.
And Sachin?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so let us go. Now, let us try to see. We are coming to do the formation of images, form ray diagram of formation of images formed by a concave mirror. So, let us try to understand while making the ray diagram, because see, it's all practical. When you keep a concave mirror here and you move the object very close there, you will see the image which is very bright and very large and virtual image. As soon as you take the object back and look at the image of that object, you know what will happen. If you are watching it from far, you will find the image upside down. Suppose I am watching you standing there and I am looking at your image, you will be upside down and small. So these are changes which a concave mirror, these are changes in the image when the concave mirror forms an image of an object near to it or far to it. The type and nature of the image depends on where the object is kept. And where the object is kept means, first of the things which is most important is, in a concave mirror we should know what is focus. So focus, in the previous class I said all the rays parallel and close to the principal axis will pass through focus after reflection. So that is focus. Focus is a very important point on the principal axis. Also, the distance between focus and pole is called focal length, and the distance between center of curvature and pole is called radius of curvature. Remember, focal length is half of the radius of curvature. That means whenever you are making the ray diagram, all of these ray diagrams, what FP will be always equal to FC. In other words, if this distance is 5, this has to be 5. If this distance is 3, this has to be 3, like that. Then only your diagram will be correct. That means the framework or basic framework is always these two distances. FP should be twice of CP. It should be just the F should be midpoint of center of curvature and pole. This should be there in your exams. Did you all understand? That is very important. Second thing is, there are certain rules which have to be followed, and the reason also I'll be giving you why we do this. First is that rays which are parallel, suppose I keep an object over here and I need to form an image. So how an image is formed? We have to always take minimum of 2 rays and see where they intersect after the reflection. So first ray always, since you know rays parallel to the principal axis will pass through focus, so you'll get a very good idea that I have to take the first ray always parallel to the principal axis, and it will always pass through the focus. So this is the first criteria. Ray moves like this, so I can make the arrow and arrow. This is the first thing we have to learn, and always from the tip of the object we have to take a parallel. This is fixed for all the images. Second thing is, you can do 2 ways. 2 things you have to know. If I have, say for example, if this was a larger case, and if say for example a ray is passing such that in its line falls the center of curvature. In its line, that means a ray is coming out, but when it is coming back, it is the center of curvature and the mirror, all of the 3 things are in the straight line. The tip of the object, the mirror and center of curvature is all on the straight line. Then the ray will retrace its path. This is because, the reason is because if I draw a normal, then center of curvature, this is right angle. So whenever a ray is incident, normally it comes back normally. That is the reason. So in many of the diagrams you will see this one. And secondly, suppose you take up from here I will start. Suppose you take up a ray which is going to the pole. Now again this is 90 degrees, so it will follow the law of reflection. That means if you take this eye, you have to take equal angle during the reflection. So this is very important for you to understand. First thing, rays parallel to the principal axis will pass through the focus. Rays if the center of curvature falls in the line of the incident ray, the point of observation and the mirror, if all the 3 are in straight line, then it will retrace its path. Very good, Akansha. And then secondly, if a ray is incident from the object to the pole and then it reflects, then that means it will follow the law of reflection. These points will keep in our mind to do the to do the studies of formation of images and the nature of images.